the demon insistently urges and impels his subjects to end their own lives. That is an end to a life of every crime and impiety. The demon insistently urges and impels his subjects to kill themselves with their own hand, especially when he sees that there is imminent danger of their being suspected. But God in his goodness and mercy often thwarts this cruel scheme, and rather leads them to find safety in penitence. All who have surrendered themselves to the power of the demon confess that he is so harsh and unjust a taskmaster to them that they often wish to throw off his yoke and return to their former freedom, but that he unremittingly prevents them from doing so except by the one means of taking their own lives. Therefore, when through weariness of his tyranny, or because of their conscience of guilt, and often through fear of the heavier punishment which surely awaits those who are convicted of that crime, they decide to make an end of themselves, some hang themselves, others stab themselves, others throw themselves into a river or well, and others find some other way. And they never find any difficulty whenever they have made up their minds to this course. For their attempts upon themselves are followed by such sudden and instant death that no one can run to them quickly enough to prevent it, so urgently does the demon, who certainly is a hand in it, hasten the business. All doubt as to this is removed by the scarcely credible means by which such suicides are committed. I remember seeing the corpse of one criminal, Satanarius by name, who had hanged himself from a bone insecurely fixed in the wall with a rotten strip of cloth torn from his clothing, and with his bent knees nearly touching the floor. But by this means he had killed himself just as effectively as if he had been hanged by a strong rope from a beam at the top of the house with a skilled hangman to perform the operation. And nearly all who thus take their lives die with similar speed and facility. But these poor wretches do not always have to put an end to their lives and a term to their calamities by the way just explained. For the divine shepherd in his ineffable goodness and mercy often calls back to the fold the sheep that have been led away by the wolf, and again feeds them on his celestial pastures. So it is that many witches, as soon as they are cast into prison, do not defer the confession of their crimes until it is wrung from them, but of their own accord and with the greatest joy of spirit lay bare their sins, being, as they say, rejoiced to have the opportunity offered them by which, at the slight cost of their miserable lives, they can preserve themselves from eternal unhappiness. Amen.